Good afternoon and welcome to Kobold Jank on Crosswalking Kobolds. My name is Cal, and once again I am joined by Dogtar.
Howdy folks, today we are going to be doing Strefan vs. Kylar, a classic human vs. vampires precon with a little bit of upgrades thrown in. We're going to see how they match up together and whether humans can persevere or vampires with their tricks are going to be able to take the lead. Cal, let's roll it up and good luck, have fun.
You also.
I am pair of fours.
Pair of threes, you take it.
Four, five, six, seven. Pitching one.
Pitching three.
Did not work out for me.
Me either. I'm going to go ahead and mulligan.
Oof.
Alright, cut one ready.
Hope you get a better seven.
Yep, you also. That is better. It'll do.
Alright. I will start off by drawing a card. And I'll play Path of Ancestry that enters the battlefield tapped, and a Mox Amber that cannot activate for mana yet. Go when you're ready.
I untap, upkeep, and draw. I will play a Path of Ancestry. I will tap
play
it.
a Mana Crypt on my turn. I just realized there's no reason not to.
Yeah. I will tap it for a white.
Doesn't Path of Ancestry enter the battlefield tapped?
It sure does. Go ahead.
Okay. I literally just played one. Gonna go with odds for a Mana Crypt.
Yep.
Odd, I get hit for 3 damage. I go to 37. I'm gonna play a Swamp, land for turn.
Okay.
Red off the path, black off swamp, double colorless. I'm gonna cast my commander. My commander happens to share a creature type with himself, so I'll scry 1 and leave that on. Nope, not a land drop. Goes to the bottom.
I know that feeling.
I will move to my end step. I lost life this turn, so I'll create a blood token. For those who don't know, Strefan, he's a 3/2 vampire lord for 4. He has flying, and at the beginning of your end step, create a blood token for each player who's lost life this turn. His second ability, when Strefan attacks, you may sacrifice 2 blood tokens. If you do, put a vampire card from your hand onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking. You gain indestructibility till end of turn. Go when you're ready.
I will untap, upkeep, and draw. I will also play a Mox Amber,
Nice.
which is offline right now. I will play a Plains. I will tap for 1 white to cast Champion of the Parish. Whenever another human enters the battlefield under my control, I put a +1/+1 counter on Champion of the Parish.
Nice.
I will then pass the turn.
I will untap, upkeep, Mana Crypt. I dodge it.
Boo.
And draw. I will move to combat. Attack for 3 in the air.
In response, I will tap this for 1 white. I tapped the wrong land when I cast my champion. I will cast a Swords to Plowshare, exiling target. Its controller gains life equal to its power, though.
Yeah, he gets exiled. I gain 3 life. Double black, and doesn't matter. I'm going to cast a Phyrexian Arena.
Nice.
Go when you're ready.
Looking for all that life lost at the start of your turn, huh?
I need to steadfully lose life to trigger his ability on my turn.
Yeah.
Phyrexian Arena is at the beginning of your upkeep. You draw a card and lose 1 life.
I have untapped and upkeeped, and I am now just looking at my hand. Oh, and drawn. I've also drawn. I will play a Canopy Vista. Tapped.
Cannot reveal a forest or land?
It's if you control 2 or more. For the sake of the mystery, I won't say if I could reveal one. I move to combat?
Yep.
I declare an attacker for 1.
I take 1 damage going to 39.
And then I pass the turn.
Untap, upkeep.
Mana Crypt first.
Mana Crypt. I don't take any damage, but then I lose a life and draw an extra card off Phyrexian Arena.
Agreed.
Go to 38 and draw 2 cards for turn. 1 for Arena, 1 for hand. I'll play a land for turn. I will recast my commander. He shares a creature type with himself. I pitched you. You can go back to the yard. Go when you're ready. At the end of my turn, I will generate a blood token because I lost life.
Agreed. I will untap, upkeep, and draw. I'll play a Plains. Who knows? Maybe I drew that this turn. I will tap for a green and 2 to cast a Somberwalled Sage.
Yeah.
Before I read its description, I am casting a human, and my commander is a human, so I will be scrying.
Also, he's a human, and you have the Champion of Parish trigger, I believe.
That is true also. I was going to forget about that. And I scry. You stay right there. You stay right the hell there. All right. And, I move to combat.
You're there.
I declare attackers.
I declare no blocks. I take 2 damage.
You take 2 damage.
You go to 36.
Yep. I pass the turn.
Untap. Upkeep. Mana Crypt. I take 3 damage. Going to 33. And then I lose another life. Going to 32. And draw 2 cards. 1 for turn, 1 off Phyrexian Arena.
Speaking of Phyrexian Arena, did you know I played some Magic on Magic the Gathering Arena today?
Oh, good.
Yeah, I really hope that everybody who sees it enjoys it, and if they do, then they could like and subscribe. And if they'd like to see us improve our quality of content even more, they could check out our Patreon, which they can find in the link tree in the description.
I'm going to tap Mana Crypt for double colorless, and then Mox for a red and a red. I'm going to cast a Molten Echoes. It's a red enchantment that when it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. I'm going to choose Vampire.
Okay.
When a non-token creature of the chosen type enters the battlefield under your control, create a token that's a copy of the creature. That token gains haste, exiled at the beginning of the next end step.
Okay.
I'm going to pay 2.
Okay.
And cast a Blood Artist.
You
He
gain
is
a
a
copy.
vampire, and I'm using my Path of Exile, so I get to scry 1. I'm going to put it on bottom.
Okay. I believe you have a Molten Echoes trigger as well.
That is true. I'm going to move to combat.
Okay.
Beginning of combat, I have Stefan's trigger. I'm going to sacrifice my 2 bloodstones to put a Nikira Reverent onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking.
I believe he has to attack for that too,
Yes,
right?
he is declared as an attacker.
All right. So it looks like, let's see, that one's on the ground.
Sadly, I cannot attack with the copy, because the copy was not here at the beginning of combat to be declared as an attacker.
Yeah. So, does he have any triggers that I should know about?
Whenever I tap a swamp for mana, I add an additional black, and she taps for black to get +1/+1. I have no swamps to pump her at the moment.
Okay. I believe that I take 7.
3 of it, Commander.
3 of it, Commander.
33 over 3. They're exiled, not sacrificed. Okay. I will move to my end step. These 2 tokens die.
Okay.
I generate 2 bloodstones. And I say go.
Alrighty. I will untap, upkeep, and draw. Right. Of course. We'll get to that. Thank you. I will tap for a white. I'm tapping this for 3 green, but I might not be using all of it. Give me a second.
Three green and a white floating.
The white's going to be spent soon. Green and... See, I've got 2 other mana I can pump into it without using the Canopy Vista. 2. So I need to use 2, 3 mana. It's 5 total. So I need to use 2 of this, going down to 1 of it. Okay. To cast Kyler, Sigardian Emissary.
You used your Path of Ancestry, so you get a Scry, and you have a Champion of the Parish trigger.
Yeah. At this point, that goes to the bottom. Would have kept you last turn. Would have played you last turn, too. Or this turn, too. Okay. I will use this floating green to cast an Avacyn Pilgrim. Oh, I'm sorry, this goes up to 3 now. And he also gets a +1/+1 counter.
Yep.
It just occurs to me, I don't think I've read my commander. My commander says, whenever another human enters the battlefield under my control, I put a +1/+1 counter on Kyler, Sigardian Emissary. Other humans I control get +1/+1 for each counter on Kyler. Importantly, it doesn't say +1/+1 counter. So, for example, I got a haste counter. That would count as a counter. So that means that all of my other humans, other than Kyler, are getting +1/+1.
Sounds good.
I will play a Temple Garden.
Mm.
And I will put it over here by the Canopy Vista. And it will enter the battlefield tapped. I move to combat.
Yeah.
I will declare attacker.
I declare no blocks. I take 4 damage going to 28.
Awesome, awesome. That will be the end of my turn. Go ahead.
Untap, upkeep. We start with a Mana Crypt. Bam. So I lose 4 life in total, going to 24. And draw 2 cards. 1 for turn, 1 off Phyrexian Arena. Going to play a land for turn, and sadly it wasn't a swamp. Double colorless. Double black. 4, 5, 6. I'm going to cast a Blood Tribute, tapping Blood Artist for the kicker.
Okay.
Blood Tribute is a 6 casting sorcery with a kicker, tap and untap vampire you control.
Okay.
Target opponent loses half his or her life, rounded up. If Blood Tribute kicker was kicked, I gain life equal to life lost this way. You are at 33, so you lose...
Was it round up or round down?
Rounded up.
17. I lose 17. Going to 16.
I gain 17 life. Going to 51. 41.
Yeah. Well, that's an equalizer.
I'm going to move to combat.
Okay.
I'm going to declare these two as attackers. And when he's declared as an attacker, I'm going to sacrifice these 2 blood tokens.
Yeah.
And put a Sangomancer, a vampire shaman for 4. She's a 3/3 with flying. When a creature an opponent controls dies, I gain 3 life. When an opponent discards a card, I may gain 3 life. She enters the battlefield tapped and attacking. So 6 in the air. Oh, I have a copy of her that can't attack.
Okay, so 6 in the air?
That is correct.
And 4 on the ground?
Yep.
That would be a total of 10. I don't have a good answer, so I allow it.
Going to 6 over 3.
10 over 3?
Yeah.
No. Sorry, you're doing 10 damage, so 6 over 3.
I'm going
You're
to pay a black to give her a +1/+1.
Okay.
So it does an additional damage, so 5 over 3.
5 over 3. 6. 5 over 6.
That is correct. I will then move to my end step. I'll make 2 blood tokens, and this one gets exiled. Go when you're ready.
I untap, upkeep, and draw. Sure, why not? I play in a Terramorphic Expanse. I will tap for 1, 2, 3 white. And 1, 2, 3. I'm sorry. I'm going to wind that back. I'm not going to tap those yet. I'm going to move to combat.
Okay.
I'm going to declare attackers.
You don't need any of those? Okay, you're keeping 1 back as a mana dork.
Yep.
We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nothing.
8.
8.
Commander.
9. It's counting base damage then.
Ah, okay. I see.
9 damage, bring me to 28, 38? No, 28. Now, anything else?
Yes, actually. I will tap for 3 white and 1, 2, 3, 4 to cast Hour of Reckoning.
How does that read?
Well, first of all, it has Convoke. So each creature I tap while casting it can pay 1 for it, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
It destroys all non-token creatures.
Okay. How many creatures die?
On my side?
Total.
4.
4 on your side. 1, 2, 3, 4 die on my side. That's 7 damage to you.
Did I just kill myself?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Good game.
Good game. Alright, I mean, the only other thing I had in my hand was the Herald of War, and it wasn't going to save me.
Yeah, I was expecting one of the life-linking creatures to hit the battlefield and just counter-swing and get the life back, but I had to rely on it not happening.
Yep, and it didn't.
You actually killed yourself in the same way I was going to kill you, because I was going to walk.
You still would have killed me with combat damage, though. But, hey, I want to thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope you all have a fantastic... Oh, wait, please give us a like and a subscribe, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night.
Have a good one, folks.